A few days ago, Selena Gomez reportedly sent a private message to Justin Bieber. Just days later, Justin deleted the romantic anniversary post he made for Hailey. Fans instantly connected the dots. Was that really just a coincidence, or something more? Online theories started spreading fast, and soon, what seemed like a quiet week for the Biebers turned into a storm of speculation. Some say Justin and Selena might have reconnected in secret. Others believe Hailey saw something that made Justin pull the post down. Either way, something about the timing doesn't sit right with fans. And the more you look at it, the stranger it gets. Because this story isn't just about one deleted post. It's about subtle social media moves, cryptic comments, and old emotions that never seem to fade. From Selena's online activity to Hailey's new interviews, and even Taylor Swift getting pulled into the drama, everything is connected in ways fans can't stop talking about. So stay till the end, because what started as a simple DM rumor might actually reveal how these three stars are still tangled together years later. And the clues are hiding in plain sight. Selena Gomez dropped a simple compliment under Bella Hadid's post from the Victoria's Secret fashion show, and within hours, the internet lost its mind. The comment read like nothing more than support, but fans immediately turned it into a battlefield. Some accused Selena of trying to stir tension on purpose, while others defended her, saying she was just being kind. It's wild how a few words online can create chaos, especially when it involves names like Selena and Bella, who share a long, complicated history. If you've been following them for years, you already know why this moment hit differently. Bella once dated The Weeknd, the same artist Selena briefly dated afterward. That love triangle left a mark on fandoms that never really faded. So now, even when Selena tries to be polite, people assume she has an agenda. And it's not the first time this has happened. A few months back, Selena liked another one of Bella's photos, and fans accused her of doing it for attention. It's as if every click or comment she makes online becomes a test of loyalty. Still, what's most surprising is how fast the narrative flips. One moment she's praised for being mature, the next she's called shady or calculated. That's the price of being someone whose every move is analyzed by millions. And once this small moment blew up, it sparked something bigger, a new wave of drama linking Selena to other stars in her circle. Because right after this, another like of hers would set off a chain reaction that dragged in Taylor Swift, Charli XCX, and even Hailey Bieber. And that's where things start getting messy. Not long after the Bella Hadid chaos, Selena liked a magazine cover featuring Charli XCX, and fans instantly noticed the timing. The like came right after. Taylor Swift, one of Selena's closest friends, released a song that many people thought threw shade at Charli. To most people, it could have just been harmless support. But online, it quickly turned into a debate about loyalty. Was Selena trying to stay neutral in the feud, or was she quietly choosing sides? The internet didn't hold back. Some Swifties called her out, saying it wasn't a good look to support someone Taylor had allegedly dissed. Others argued that Selena was just being herself, someone who doesn't get involved in unnecessary drama. But the story took a twist when Charli turned around and liked Hailey Bieber's post soon after. Suddenly, fans started piecing things together, turning these likes into signs of hidden alliances and silent messages. It's almost like social media has become the new battlefield for celebrity relationships. One like, one unfollow, or one comment can spark hours of investigation by fans. And when you mix Selena, Taylor, Charli, and Hailey into that mix, it becomes explosive. Even though none of them directly addressed the situation, the tension between their fandoms made sure the drama didn't fade anytime soon. But things really started heating up when Selena's wedding clip surfaced online, a clip that would drag in Taylor, her kidney donor Francia, and critics who questioned her choices all over again. That moment took the gossip from simple social media activity to something much more personal. When the wedding clip surfaced, it caught everyone off guard. The video showed Selena Gomez at her own wedding celebration, laughing and smoking, filmed by none other than Taylor Swift. It might have looked harmless, but the internet instantly erupted. Critics were quick to judge, saying it was reckless for someone who's battled health issues like lupus and undergone a kidney transplant. Within hours, hashtags about Selena's poor choices started trending, turning what should have been a private, happy moment into another round of controversy. But that wasn't the only reason her wedding became a target. Fans soon realized her kidney donor, Francia Raisa, wasn't invited, and that single detail reignited an old feud people thought was over. Francia had once left a cryptic, interesting comment under a post about Selena's interview, where she said Taylor Swift was her only true friend in the industry. Many saw it as shade towards Selena, who didn't mention Francia despite their shared medical history. That one-word comment was enough to stir months of tension and online arguments about loyalty and gratitude. Selena's supporters defended her fiercely. They pointed out that Selena had publicly thanked Francia countless times and had every right to distance herself if the friendship no longer felt real. Being grateful for someone's sacrifice doesn't mean you owe them lifelong closeness, and that message resonated with many. Still, the media twisted it into another Selena drama, painting her as cold or ungrateful. To make things worse, Taylor's clip of the wedding started circulating again, showing how quickly even close friends can unintentionally add fuel to the fire. People started asking, was Selena aware Taylor was filming? Were there rules about phones at the ceremony? Reports claimed guests weren't allowed to record, except Taylor, who broke that rule. That single act sparked questions about whether it caused awkwardness between them afterward. Selena didn't respond directly to the backlash, but she didn't need to. A few days later, she posted something that said more than any statement ever could, and it sent fans into full detective mode. Selena's response came quietly, but hit hard. She posted an Instagram story filled with powerful words about faith and strength, and fans instantly knew it wasn't random. The post read like both a prayer and a warning. "The Lord defends me. I watched them all from going against me, 'cause me and all my angels shot the devil up. While you were trying to pull me down, I leveled up." Those lines, paired with her calm expression in the story, had people talking for days. To her fans, it was classic Selena, responding without naming anyone, letting her words speak louder than drama. To others, it sounded like a subtle clapback aimed at those who'd mocked or criticized her after the wedding video and Francia controversy. Whether it was meant for the public, old friends, or even Hailey, no one could say for sure, and that mystery only made the post more powerful. Comment sections filled with messages calling her strong and unbothered, while her critics called it performative. But what stood out most was how she handled it. Instead of rants or interviews, she used her platform to remind everyone she's guided by faith, not gossip. That move set a new tone, one that made people realize she wasn't going to play defense anymore. Still, just as the noise started to settle, another twist showed up. A few days later, Taylor Swift gave an interview that seemed harmless at first, but one comment about guest lists instantly reignited the theory that even her closest friendship with Selena might be showing cracks. During a lighthearted interview, Taylor Swift was asked about her upcoming wedding plans, and one specific answer caught everyone's attention. She said something about how stressful weddings can be when you have to decide who makes the guest list, adding, "You have to evaluate your relationship with them to see if they should be there." At first, it sounded like an innocent comment, but when she followed it up with, "I'm not going to do that. Anyone I've ever talked to will be there," fans immediately connected it back to Selena, because just days earlier, headlines had been filled with stories about Selena not inviting Francia Raisa to her own wedding. The timing felt way too perfect for people to ignore. Clips from the interview started spreading fast, with users pointing out Taylor's tone, her smirk, and the way she tried to backtrack mid-sentence. Some believed it was just coincidence, but others were sure it was a subtle dig, a best friend's way of quietly expressing disappointment. Comments flooded in from both sides. Some fans said Taylor would never publicly shade Selena, that people were just twisting her words. Others swore there was tension brewing between them, especially after all the drama from the wedding video and Selena's cryptic Instagram story. Either way, it reignited the "are they still close?" question that's followed them for years. Selena stayed silent through it all, which only made the rumors grow. Their friendship has always looked unbreakable from the outside, but this moment made people wonder if cracks were beginning to show. And while fans were busy analyzing Taylor's tone and Selena's silence, another familiar face decided to speak, Hailey Bieber, with an interview that sounded a lot like she was trying to rewrite her image and distance herself from comparisons to Selena once again. Hailey Bieber's interview with the Wall Street Journal dropped at the perfect time, or the worst, depending on how you look at it. When asked about competition in the beauty industry, she said, "I don't feel competitive with people I'm not inspired by." On paper, it sounded like a confident statement about staying in her own lane. but the internet instantly latched onto one name: Selena Gomez. For years, Hailey has been compared to Selena, from her relationship timeline with Justin Bieber to her brand, Rhode. So, when she mentioned being pitted against people she never asked to compete with, fans thought it was another indirect reference. Social media blew up with edits, side-by-side clips, and long threads analyzing every word. Some praised Hailey for staying composed, others accused her of trying to play victim while taking subtle shots at Selena. And then came the proof fans couldn't stop talking about: the eye patch controversy. People noticed Rhode's new under-eye patches looked nearly identical to Rare Beauty's design from months earlier. Same concept, similar color scheme, and even the same minimalist aesthetic. Side-by-side photos started trending under hashtags like "one copied again." Hailey's supporters brushed it off as coincidence, but Selena's fans called it another example of her borrowing ideas. What made things even messier was that old compilation videos resurfaced, clips showing how often Hailey has mirrored Selena's looks, interviews, and even gestures. Some were harmless, others almost uncanny. The internet called it single white femaling, while others defended Hailey, saying trends overlap in Hollywood all the time. Still, the timing of the interview and the new Rhode launch made people wonder if Hailey was trying to reclaim control of the narrative. After years of being labeled Selena's copy, she wanted to remind everyone she's her own person. But while Hailey was talking business, Selena was quietly opening up about something much deeper, and it revealed a side of her few had ever seen before. At the Fortune Most Powerful Women event, Selena Gomez opened up about something raw and deeply personal. She spoke about how even in her happiest moments, anxiety follows her like a shadow. The moment that stood out most was when she admitted that right after her wedding, she suddenly thought, "What if I die tomorrow?" It was an unfiltered confession that caught the room off guard. For someone who's constantly under a spotlight, hearing her talk about fear and vulnerability hit differently. Selena explained that she struggles to fully enjoy success or happiness because part of her always expects something to go wrong. She said, "When something great happens in my life, I expect something bad to happen." It wasn't said dramatically, just honestly, like someone tired of pretending everything's perfect. Fans who watched the clip online flooded her comments with support, saying they related to the feeling of waiting for the other shoe to drop. It reminded everyone that behind all the celebrity gossip, she's still a person trying to manage her emotions like anyone else. But it also sparked deeper conversations. People began wondering if the constant criticism, the comparisons, and the endless drama surrounding her name have made her this guarded. For years, Selena's been the center of online wars. Every friendship, breakup, or post turned into content for others to judge. This moment showed how heavy that pressure really is. Still, the fact that she spoke about it publicly showed growth. Instead of hiding her struggles, she's choosing to share them. And in doing so, she took control of her own story again. But what happened next proved that even when she tries to move on, the past has a way of showing up. Because soon after that heartfelt moment, fans noticed something strange. A few subtle references in her projects that seemed to circle back to one name: Justin Bieber. When Justin Bieber appeared at the One Love Foundation gala, no one expected him to perform an unreleased song. And even fewer expected what it sounded like. The lyrics hit hard. "I pray you find peace in the chaos I left behind." Fans instantly froze. It was emotional, raw, and undeniably personal. Within hours, the internet was filled with breakdown videos claiming the song was about Selena. The theory made sense to many. The timing matched, the words carried guilt, and the melody felt like something straight out of his Purpose era, the same period when most of his songs were inspired by her. What really fueled the rumor, though, was how he performed it. Justin didn't smile once. He stood still, his voice cracked a little near the end. And when he finished, he whispered, "Thank you," and walked off without saying another word. That clip alone racked up millions of views in a single night. Some said he was just expressing old emotions through music. Others swore he was sending a message, especially since his relationship with Hailey had already been under public strain for months. Right after the performance, Hailey posted a photo with the caption, "Proud of you always," but comments were flooded with fans saying she looked forced or distant. Selena never responded directly, but fans noticed that she reposted an old video of herself performing "Lose You to Love Me" the very next day, the song that marked the end of her story with Justin. It wasn't captioned, just a black heart emoji. That one gesture was enough to send social media spiraling again. This cycle, the songs, the interviews, the rumors, keeps looping back to the same tangled web between Selena, Justin, and Hailey. No matter how much time passes, it seems like every move they make gets tied to their past. Whether it's love, guilt, or just timing, the story refuses to fade. It's as if the world still isn't ready to let any of them move on. And just when it feels like the drama can't get any more tangled, Justin Bieber made headlines again with that deleted anniversary post for Hailey. Fans were quick to notice. Why post something so heartfelt, only to take it down hours later? Some think it was accidental, others say it was a privacy move, and many are convinced it's linked to Selena's rumored DM. In this trio's world, even the smallest gesture becomes headline news. Looking back, you can see how every action connects. Selena's comments and likes, Hailey's interviews and product launches, Justin's posts and performances. Each one sparks speculation, fuels conversations, and keeps fans guessing. It's a web of subtle messages, hidden emotions, and public scrutiny that makes their lives a non-stop headline. At the end of the day, it's not just about the gossip, it's about how fame, personal history, and public perception collide in ways that turn ordinary moments into global discussions. Selena, Justin, and Hailey continue to live their lives, but the internet watches every move, reading between the lines for meaning that may or may not be there. So, what do you think? Was that deleted post a mistake, a message, or just the unpredictable chaos of celebrity life? One thing's for sure. With these three, the story is never really over. And in the next video, we'll dive into the songs they've shared recently, the subtle messages they might be sending each other, and the behind-the-scenes drama you didn't see coming. Make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and like this video so you don't miss a single detail of what's happening behind the scenes.